Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel as the garden turns. Today is Saturday and I know that I was supposed to be going to Indiana, but we're not. But we are though. We're still going to eat the food. We're just not going to go on the road today. I think we're going to do it next Saturday because it'll be closer to my birthday weekend and that makes sense. You get me? So I hope you join us next week when we go to Indiana in the car, but we probably going to have the food from someplace else. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So today I'm going to be making the food for our date night in Indiana. Okay, so in this video, this is something that does not exist, but I am going to attempt to make it here, and it is their state pie, and that is the Louisiana. Excuse me. I'm not gonna overdo that. Okay, but it is the Louisiana. I ain't redoing that either. The Indiana sugar sweet cream hand pie. I'm doing hand pies. I've not seen anyone else do a hand pie. So we're going to see if we can make this happen. Okay. And so first though, let's talk a little bit about Indiana. We've been to Indiana before. My husband is here. He got off early and he's on vacation, hubby. Okay. He's here. You hear him. He's in the back. So he's mopping, you know, he come home and do what he do. Okay. So we're talking about Indiana. The state is nicknamed the Hoosier State. I don't know why it's called Hoosier. What does that actually mean?
Wasn't it like a basketball
is it the type of
team
people
that was famous? The Golden State Hoosiers? Is that what it is?
Well, I mean, yeah, but then they call them that because it's from Indiana. But I'm saying the word Hoosier is from something. I'm going to have to look that up.
The derogatory term?
That's what I was thinking at some point. But we're going to have to look it up. I'm going to have to see. But first, let's go over some. I'm going to tell y'all once we start mixing this up because I'm going to look it up and see what a Hoosier actually is. Because I know it's a lot of people that need to or want to know that. Okay? So one thing that really is upsetting is their state bird is the cardinal. Don't be trying to steal our bird. Okay, our city bird here, or I don't know, whatever, is the cardinal, and it is everywhere in St. Louis. The cardinal is everywhere here.
Yes.
I mean, I see them at least 12 times. I'm not joking. At least 12 times a day in my backyard. Probably because I got all these huge sunflowers, but I see them all the time. They're really, really pretty. And the female is not red. So that's that. Okay, no, but I do love the fact that their state bird is the cardinal. They know beauty when they see it. Okay, and then another thing that I didn't know about Indiana is that it is the home of the most covered bridges in America. I thought that was like Vermont or something, but it's Indiana. It is it has the town of Santa Claus in it. Okay, and they receive a massive amount of letters every Christmas from everybody around the country. I'm pretty sure the world. If you got someplace named Santa Claus. But yeah, Indiana is a cool state.
Nobody really knows.
Nobody really knows
where it comes from.
The word Hoosier?
Yeah, they said it's a lot of theories, but they said the most widely known theory is suggests a frontier dialect or a contractor's name.
Huh.
Or they said even a black Methodist preacher, what was his name? Harry Hoosier.
Huh.
So there's a lot of theories on why they named it that. Okay,
well, that's cool. So there's really that. Maybe that's why we didn't know because nobody really knew.
Right.
So that's probably what it is. And then some odd laws that they have there is that you cannot go fishing with dynamite. Okay.
You gotta tell somebody that?
Right. You cannot go fishing with dynamite, firearms, or a crossbow, or your bare hands. And don't go to a liquor store really thirsty because it is illegal for them to sell you a cold drink or water.
Period? In the whole state?
In Indiana.
So you can't get a cold beer?
They're not supposed to. You can't. If you tell them you thirsty, then they can't offer you a cold beer. What kind of crap is that?
Or if you don't say you thirsty, can you get a cold beer?
I guess. But, I mean, okay, you know what? I guess that's why it's called useless odd laws. Because that is useless.
They are odd.
That is very odd.
I mean, you know.
Useless. And then who the hell gonna go fucking fishing with with some dynamite or a gun? You know what? Let's not do that nowadays. It's people that do things like that. So okay, y'all. All right. Okay. So we gonna get into making the filling for this sweet sugar cream pie. Hand pies actually. Okay, so my husband was saying something. Go ahead, baby.
I was just saying Indianapolis was a nice town. We visited Indianapolis.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you visit all the time, Evansville.
Oh yeah, Evansville. I'm there very frequent. The place there I deliver to.
Right.
And
So you're gonna need 1 1/4 cup of heavy cream. I'm gonna let him talk, and I'm gonna measure it out. No, go ahead, baby. You can speak.
I'm not saying I have anything to say. I was just
okay.
gibbering. Gibberish.
There's 1 cup. You need 1 1/4 cup.
Oh, well, you ain't into this. But looks like Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr.
I don't think most of the people over here on here are.
Well,
This is not. I don't talk about sports at all, because I think that they're worthless.
Well, they
Okay.
pumping, they beating.
So I mean, I understand that there are people who are fans of that, but I'm just not. I'm not a sports person at all. It's like when I hear sports, my brain just go, what do it sound like when a car run out of gas?
Flatline.
Yeah, or a flat line. Let's do something medical. Yeah, it just be like boop, and it just anything that's sports related. And I live in a sports city, and I don't know why they like it like that. Okay, so you need a 1/2 cup of sugar. Like I said, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But it's just not mine right now. Ain't never been. I could play sports. I just don't want to, talk about them because I feel like, we should be talking about teachers and nurses and doctors and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody contributes in their own way. So you want to heat this up and let this get thick. And then you also need to go ahead and mix in 1/8 cup of cornstarch. Go ahead and whisk that in. All right, I'm gonna let this heat up, and then once this gets heated and starts to thicken, we're gonna stir in our vanilla. And then I'm gonna let this, see if I can get this thick enough to where I can put this inside of my hand pie crust, bake it, and then I'm gonna make a brown butter icing to go on top, and then sprinkle it with the cinnamon and nutmeg that they normally put inside of the cream pie. They put it on top, and then they brown it. So I'm just doing a breakdown of the Indiana sugar sweet cream pie. I'm just making hand pies. So I'm gonna let this thicken, and then when it's time to put in our vanilla extract, I'll be back. Okay, so now you want to add your vanilla, about a 1/2 teaspoon. Then also you need about 2 tablespoons of butter you want to add in. And then you want to whisk this together. You can see that that's thickened. Now I'm going to let this sit and cool, and then I'm going to fill the pie crust that you saw me making earlier. And then they're going to get baked and coated in a brown butter icing. Okay, so now I'm going to roll out my dough. I've lightly floured my surface here. Let me see if I can get this out of here. I know I like wrapping stuff up, boy. And I think I am going with this circle mold, this circle cut here. Let me lightly flour my dough here. And I'm gonna cut this in half so I can have some for my top and some for the bottoms. And we want to roll this out. Okay, so now I have it rolled out to about a 1/4 inch thick. I'm going to cut out circles. Okay, so here are my pie bottoms. So I'm going to flatten these out a little bit more with my hand. That's why I made them just a little bit thicker. have my filling here. As you can see, it has thickened. So I'm just gonna scoop out and put it right in the center here. And this is a small batch recipe. Now let me clean these up, and then we're going to brush them with some egg wash. So you're going to need 1 egg, about a tablespoon of water, and I have my water here. I'm going to crack in my egg. Whisk this together here. Okay, now you want to preheat your oven to 350. I'm going to clean these up. We're going to put the tops on next. All right, so now you want to pick up your top crust, and I'm going to spread this somewhat with my fingers here. And then I'm going to lay this over the top of my cream filling. Press that down. And then we're gonna go around each of these with a fork to pinch the seal closed here. So my husband is outside working out. He got home early and he's on vacation for another week. We putting off our trip till next week because my birthday will be my birthday weekend. So it'll be even more, it'll be better. It'll be special, more special for us. So like a memory that we gonna make. So that'll be nice. Okay, so I'm gonna get the rest of these covered, and then I'm gonna put some slit holes in them, give them a little brushing, and they're gonna get baked. And then we're gonna make a brown butter icing for these. I'm gonna crimp them. Okay, so now I want to cut some vent holes in the top here. Okay, so I thought about it. So before I put this in the oven, I want to sprinkle this with some not brown sugar, some ground cinnamon and some nutmeg. Just a nice little sprinkle here. I'm gonna put the nutmeg in my hand and sprinkle. I'd rather have it like baked in than just like laid on top of the icing. That's what I was thinking. So we'll see how this goes. I told you I'll be making this stuff up as I go along. Okay, so this is gonna go in the oven, and then I will let you see what this looks like. I'll let you see what it looked like when it come out, okay? All right, so I'm gonna take these pies out of the oven. Okay, here we go here. Put this see those. I'm gonna let these cool, and then I'm gonna put on some icing. All right, so we're gonna make some brown butter glaze. So you need about 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna melt this and then slowly bring it to a beautiful brown. It should start smelling like nuts in here. So I'm gonna let you see what it looks like when we get to that stage, when we have our brown butter, and then we're gonna make our delicious icing. Okay, so you can see my butter is brown. I'm gonna move this off of the eye here and let this cool down a little bit, and then I'm gonna mix my icing. Okay, so now I'm gonna add about a cup of brown sugar. Let's see what that gives me. I mean, not brown sugar, powdered sugar to my browned butter. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And let's mix this up here. And put in a pinch of salt too, because it was unsalted butter. And then I'm gonna get some heavy cream. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon. I'm gonna add a little bit more heavy cream. All right, there we go. Okay, so while these are warm, I'm gonna put on some icing. Let that run down the sides here. Okay, so I put the last layer of icing on, and then I'm just gonna sprinkle on a little bit of nutmeg on top right before the icing sets. Okay, so I'm gonna let this set, and then I'm gonna get these off of the parchment paper and let you guys see what they look like inside. These are my Indiana sweet cream sugar pies, hand pies with brown butter glaze. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay, y'all, so we're about to cut some grapes, and he's gonna cut and hand them to me, and then I'll put them in my basket that I got right here. Now this is the one everybody likes to pick from, well, when they come over. So we cut that one because it's sparse. Put that in my basket there. And let's see.
It was a big one you were showing me.
There,
I think it's this one.
Yeah, you see it's a bunch of them like laying up in there. All in there. So we just gonna get like a couple of them.
Hold on.
He's trying to untangle it up there, and then I'm gonna see what I'm gonna make with these. So check out what I'm gonna make with these grapes. All right, so we got a nice look. Wow, y'all, I grew this. We grew that. Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna put that in my basket. We probably get one more. And then we got a lot of them over there too, so that's nice.
There we go.
Oh wow, look at this one. Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, I take this little half. That's probably good.
Oh wow, y'all. Grow some grapes. This was a 3-year process, and it is just so many more left over there. I'm going to do something with these, so look out for that video. But yeah, we grew grapes. 3 years.
Sweet and green.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. All right, here is one of the set cream pies. I'm gonna cut it. Oh wow. Let's see what it look like. We're gonna see what this look like together. Okay, so you can see that layer of cream in there.
All right.
Okay, we serving up dinner. My husband's getting the salad there, and he's gonna put the bread on the plate with the salad. And then I have the beans that I'm putting here. Okay, so we got our nice adult beans there. Jiffy corn pancakes. And let me show you the hand pies. And these are the hand pies that we're having tonight for dessert. The Indiana sweet cream hand pies. Adult.
Beans and Franks, or Beanie Weenie. Cornbread, and the sweet Asian cucumber salad.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to like and share. Like, share, and
subscribe.
And this is our date night in
Indiana.
All right, y'all.
Dinner. This is what we're having.
What are you having? Like, share, and subscribe.